Jay Rizzo back in the house. Today is Sunday, the day after the 4th of July. Just thought I'd check in. My name is Jay Rizzo, Alcoholic in Recovery. This is the Recovery Warrior channel. So I just wanted to give you guys a good update on what's going on right now. The month, I went to me and the wife hit up 3 powwows, and then I hit up a recovery event. If you haven't checked those out, go check them out. They're on my channel. If you have any questions about the recovery community down here in 48 Yates, North Dakota, drop a comment. If you're in the area of the Bismarck 48 area, we can set up I don't know, if you want to do a podcast, we can have you on. It's basically what my channel consists of is people coming on and telling their story. But today is the day after the 4th of July. It's pretty hot here in North Dakota. It's like, I think it's supposed to get up to like 95 today. Got up, did my it was kind of like a honey-do list, cleaned the grill. The wife cooked up last night and watered the garden. It was pretty cool. I mean, like, it's not so much as I think things I have to do. It's things I want to do. Because I get to do these today. I was reflecting on when I got up this morning. Usually I feel kind of I don't know. I bring in fear, which is weird. I think it's just um, living in turmoil. Pretty much my whole life. Like I was reflecting on when my dad passed away when I was 2. So I grew up in a home with stepdads. Like I had 2 stepdads, and I learned all these these situations. They were like character defects that taught me to be fearful. I was fearful of a lot of situations. Especially, I didn't want to get in trouble because my dads were pretty mean. I thought they were mean, but maybe I was just a bad kid. You never know. But yeah, I remember waking up and I was thinking about like today. I did not fearful. I didn't fear taking on today, which is pretty cool. Usually I wake up and I'm like, oh man, I got to do this, I got to do that. What happened yesterday? Maybe I acted out of character and I got a little angry, but today is a different day, and I'm able to put my anger aside and just go with the flow. You know, a lot of things happen that maybe sometimes gets a person down. They get them in that ugly area where you think you're the victim is what I was taught, especially being in the program of recovery. Like most of the time it's me. I'm the problem. I self-sabotage. I look at the bad things in life. The worst thing that I could carry with me right now is anger, and I do carry a lot of anger. But I'm able to put the anger aside now. Like I accept a lot of things. I just practice acceptance. I'll say the serenity prayer because I am in recovery. God grant me the serenity, because there are a lot of times when there isn't serenity. So I'm able to just put it aside. I used to be like, it was weird because I still have that mindset where I was lazy. Like three years ago, I started getting into a lot of health problems. I was really overweight. I started having hip problems and I wasn't able to walk. Pretty soon it got to the point where I couldn't walk. I would drop something and I wasn't able to pick it up. And today's like a different story. I'm able to reach down and pick that up. I still have that mindset like, oh man, like I can't pick that up because my hips are out of whack. But today, like, I'm able to reach down, I'm able to tie my shoes, I'm able to put lotion on my ankles, stuff, little things like that. Like they're just blessings to have. Like So today is like a new day, and I'm, man, just kind of reflecting. It feels like a Sunday. I actually thought about what am I going to do today because I pretty much did, I did everything I said I was going to do for the Sunday, and I wish I had a lawnmower. I'd go mow the lawn. I don't know. But yeah, every day is a different day, man. Every day is a new challenge, and it's great. I love it. But if you guys haven't checked out my channel yet, go check it out. I just hit a milestone on my YouTube recovery channel, and it's pretty awesome. Especially, I started out doing this in my sober living bedroom because I was watching YouTube, and I was like, man, I could do that. I was watching a recovery podcast, and then I watch a lot of like point of view um, content where people actually go around and they show the viewer the point of view of what they're going through that day. So when I was laying there and I couldn't move, I probably just had surgery. I was like, man, I wanna go to a powwow, and I wanna go fishing. So when I was able to do that 2, 3 years down the line, that's what I do. So if you look at my channel and you see the recovery podcast of, people coming on telling their story of recovery, I don't cut them off. I let them tell their story. So it got to the point, it's like, okay, now I want to go to a powwow, a Native American powwow, and I want them to experience walking around the arbor, interacting with people, checking out the food, checking out the wonderful like stands, the arts and crafts that people have. And it dawned on me, it's like I'm making these videos because I thought about my grandma. My grandma's still alive. Fortunately, she's getting up in age and she's not mobile no more. And I remember going to powwows when she was little. So I was making this first powwow video, and it's like, man, if my grandma was watching this, I would want her to see these things. So kind of that's where my foundation on my powwow videos is. And if I do happen to run into somebody in recovery, it's awesome, because now it's like people are starting to realize and recognize who I am. So they'll stop and they'll talk to me, hey, I'm in recovery and all this and that. So I have them do a quick check in and, wonderful life. And it's badass. So, when I make my recovery videos at a powwow or even go fishing, I give the point of view of somebody who's not able to do those types of things. And I think it's awesome. If you watch my videos, I actually walk around the arbor where the dancers are. And I like listening to powwow music. I love watching the dancers. So when me and my wife attend these powwows, I give the point of view of somebody actually attending a powwow. It's just something I do, and it's something that I don't know. I don't think it's you know it's just I don't know. It's kind of unexplained. It's awesome. It was kind of like this profound experience I had when I was telling my story. I was at a Res Recovery event. Shout out to Res Recovery down here in Standing Rock. I was at a Res Recovery event, and I just hit like 3 years of continuous sobriety. And I was telling my story, and I don't know. I was sitting there, and it got to the point in my story where I was able to walk again, without a cane, without a walker. I just turned 48 this year, but I think at that time I was like 40, 46 a couple years ago. And it was weird because it felt like I was standing up here looking down at me, talking to this crowd of people and this crowd of people in recovery, this wonderful environment I was in. And I just got really emotional. Like I legit started crying in front of a room full of, not close family, but recovery family. And the tears just start coming down. And I'm like, oh man, why am I crying? But I just felt so good. I felt the wonderful spirit of, God and just the blessings I have today. And I started crying and I let it go. And what made it even better is I remember going to a recovery event and seeing my grand sponsor shed tears when he was telling his story. So it's okay to cry. You know, growing up, it wasn't you were soft if you cried. You know, my stepdad basically bestowed that in me. You know, why are you crying? You know, I'll give you a reason to cry. So me being a man and just being open and free and just blessed to live this life today, you know, I'm okay. It's okay to cry. You know, I'll cry. You know, I cried like tears of joy or something. It was weird, but yeah, it was awesome, man. So that's what my last short is. If you want to watch that video, it's on my short, on my YouTube short. But today is a blessing, man. I think we're gonna hit up a powwow this weekend, so stay tuned for that video. Um, Work's going good, and everything's just being awesome, man. Like, got my list, got my honeydew list done, and yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Jay Rizzo, alcoholic recovery, Native American. I have people come on, they tell their story of recovery, and stay tuned because I just hit a wicked milestone on my YouTube channel, and I get a little. It's awesome. Maybe I'll announce it later down the line, but you can have stay tuned to watch my videos for that. But I did hit a little milestone on my YouTube videos. Like I wasn't actually trying to do this, but YouTube recognized that my content is growing. My creator content is growing. My audience is growing, and YouTube recognizes that. And shout out to YouTube. I'm sure they're gonna watch this too, but they're allowing me to unlock certain. I don't know. Let's just say this is what YouTube's about. I guess they're letting me. They're opening doors of opportunity for my YouTube channel. It's great. Today's Sunday. With that, I will pass. You guys have a good day. Don't forget to pray. Love you guys. See you.